What's going on out there in YouTube and Rumble Land? Hope everybody's pulling through, got through the fourth weekend. Had an extremely long weekend. Hope everybody pulled through and, came out with all 10 fingers and all 10 toes and all that fun stuff and, celebrated and yada dee yada da, blah 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 blah. You know how it goes. So 33 just passed on the clock. Now, since we had all the fun and everybody took some well-deserved time off, well, not everybody gets well-deserved time off, but you get the idea. Now it's time to get back up into the daily grind. Oh, this is going to be let's look at full moon in Capricorn, I think. Is this 111 on the clock? I know, I'm completely unprepared. Oh well. It happens to the best of us. Capricorn, known as the buck moon. Alright, so we have a full moon in Cap coming up on the 10th, which is technically 3 days away. So, this is going to be your full moon in Capricorn read. Which means we probably had a new moon in Cap about 6 to 8 months ago. So whatever was going on in that is coming to a close. So let's sit here and see on what is going on with the collective. Because, what is it? We have, like 4 planets in retrograde altogether. Then we have this full moon. So, like always, it's always a little hairy in some way, shape, or form. But we're kind of used to that, so, just power through it. Power through it and move forward. It's all we can really do. Especially with me and with the kind of reader I am and everything else, it just, we don't sit here and here we're going to be getting all into the depths, the muck, all the ick that nobody wants to deal with. So, let's go one more. One more, that should be good enough. King of Cups. Somebody loving on themselves, understanding what they have to do, understanding that you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself overall. I mean, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you like it is. I mean, kind of like as I look outside and, it's not gloomy, but it's not like a normal, sunny day already. It's still, you still got that haze in the sky, so Still got that haze in the sky. I kind of feel it hazy. I know I did. Trying to sit here and figure stuff out and this, that, and the other and everything else. And that's way too fucking many. I ain't doing the whole reading one shuffle, sorry. We ain't doing that one. And thank you for all the views, subs, donations, all that fun stuff. Thank you very much. Appreciate it all. No matter what, it all helps. Queen of Wands. That sums up the way I felt all weekend. I'm not even gonna lie. Bored. Well, bored and tired. Wore out. Not really burnout, just wore out. Kind of why I didn't do anything. I didn't literally do anything. 555 just passed too. King of Wands. First out of the gate, a couple. I mean, come on. It's almost like your feminine side is getting bored, so your masculine side is sitting here gonna try to sit here and get up and do something. Because the King of Wands actually came out in reverse. Page of Wands, we got the whole, damn near the whole fucking family here of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Feel like you're stuck in a trance? Kind of like you're... Kind of like me. I'm sitting here knowing the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. Knowing what you can do. Knowing all of this stuff. But you can't find anybody to sit there and be like, hey, this is what I can offer you. Trust me, I understand the frustration. I do. Ten of Swords. Look at what came out. Ten of Swords with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're sitting here. It's like before I even started shuffling, it was like the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So what that told me in the beginning of it is like basically show me the way to my Ten of Cups. Yeah, see, it's like it's not so much you're holding on, it's just that you're just sitting there just going, okay, what can I do now? What can I do this? I need something to sit here and give me a little bit of a ride and help to where I can. It came out in reverse, so you're trying to show your light to move forward. And the door just slammed, not even paying attention where the door just slammed, but the door just slammed, so what's that tell you? You know, it's like you're done trying to do all of this other crap. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, you're wanting... Trust me, I can completely resonate with this one. It's not that you're wanting it done for you. You're tired of all the pushback. You're tired of everybody sitting here and going, blah, 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 blah. But then whenever push comes to shove, we have everybody behind us, so we're going to sit here and kick you to the curb. That's why you're sitting there. It's not even so much you valuing anything about you. It's just the point of just trying to figure out how to be like, hey, this is what I'm trying to get done, and I cannot get it done. Because everything that you do leads you right back to the way it was. It's just like me. With a lot of, I know what I need to get done. The Lovers came out with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you are sitting here you're thinking, for starters, which not a bad thing. That not and that page of wands is still on the bottom of the deck. So it's almost like you're sitting here and you- you're sitting here ready to go. It's just everything that everybody else wants you to do is literally making you feel like this. Not the Emperor, this one. And you know damn good and well that if you continue on down that road, what it's going to do. And you're not for that one. Hold on one second. It's like you have no problem sitting there and doing your fair share, doing your work, or whatever the case may be. But see, you're tired of it always ending in, and there's another door slamming. You're tired of it always ending in the same bullshit drama. You're always thrown under the bus, this, that, and the other. Which I do not blame you at one bit. So yeah, no, it's more or less you're sitting here, you're in your knowing. You are complete. I'm not saying that shit can't be tweaked and you can't learn to tweak stuff and do this and do that, which is fine. That's just called being a human, to be quite honest with you. But there's a big difference between sitting here and tweaking yourself to go with that flow rather than somebody just sitting there and you go do this and I'm going to sit here and smoke a big fat cigar, metaphorically speaking, which is pretty much come on, what did I just say? Somebody sitting there on their ass making you do all yeah, no, we're done with that shit. And like always, nobody wants to listen, this, that, and the other. Nobody wants to listen until it gets too late. And then they want to bitch, piss, and moan all the live long day. Hermit in reverse. Yeah, hermits, you're looking, but you're looking, but all you legitimately, you're looking, and all you see is literally people carrying wands. And you're just not for that anymore. I mean, you understand that there were going to be days that you carry wands and you feel like you're getting stabbed in the back. Shit doesn't go your way. It's okay. Don't boo-hoo. It's not the end of the world. You have to be flexible as well as being, what the hell was that? The world. You got the fool on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, which something tells me you don't have a problem being flexible, because you know how some readers out here will be like, oh, you gotta sit here and you gotta stand up and do it this way and no back down and really give them attitude and, oh, you're on top of your game and blah blah. Yes, you are. No lie. Fine. But guess what? You are one person, 1551 on the clock. You are one person, 1555 on the clock. You are one person amongst 9 billion. Let that sink in for just a quick second. One person amongst 9 billion with a B. See, you got to offer yourself the ability to understand that it's the less flashy is less breadcrumby, is what I'm getting. Is exactly what I'm getting. Because if what you're doing does not allow you to love yourself and allow you to do you, which, let's face it right now, most jobs in this day and age, most corporate jobs, like just for like working for any normal person, I don't care what it is, you can work in the office, you can work in the actual sales floor, it doesn't matter. And see, you're done dealing with all the bullshit. You've put in your work, you know your shit, that's why you can spot this shit out. But yeah, that's why people like us don't work in the normal everyday jobs. Like, have you ever noticed on how people will just sit there and just, oh, I make too much money to leave. You're determined, 1811. You're determined to sit here and go into calmer waters. Regardless what it has to fucking do. It doesn't matter to you. You are going to sit here and go into calmer waters. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of finding that small little opportunity that is going to make you look at that and go, Because, yes, it is one of them things that, yes, we are trying to succeed. We are trying to do this stuff. But everybody's trying to. The Ace of Pentacles just showed itself. But we are sitting here trying to understand. This card's been coming out an awfully lot. It's like you're fine-tuning and it's slowly starting to be known. It's slowly starting to come to you. It's slowly starting to, okay, you know what, so some of us, including myself, we all need to quit being so defensive. Up to a point. Stand your ground, but just don't be so much of a douchebag. I gotta work on that one myself too. So, yeah, because You can't be such a douchebag in order to find out what you need to find out. Because I hate to say it, but the more of a douchebag you are, and the more of a, like an example of, you're around new people, they sit there and tell you something. Naturally speaking, just go along with it. Whatever. Who's to say they're right? Who's to say they're wrong? Whenever you get time, look it up. See what's going on. It's kind of like you got to take an opportunity for what it is and fine tune it afterwards, is what I'm getting with that. You got to take an opportunity for what it is, take it at face value, regardless what it is. Because it's going to show you what you need to see. It's going to show you that you can actually come out. Because if you look at this card, he's camouflaged. You can only see the top of him. Queen of Wands. You're just standing in your truth. You're just sitting there, you're being you, you're doing you, you're like I said, I don't really feel bad with this one. It's more of a, some of you may be letting some of this shit get to you. But I challenge you to look at what's going on, and I challenge you to look past in your life, and I challenge you to look and see on how close you come to the brink of destruction. And 2:22 when I look at the clock. How close have you come from the, and it's funny because what I was getting ready to say, it kind of goes along with the card that just came out. How many of you have sat there? I know I have. I quit doing it. How many of you sat there and looked at stuff and been like, oh shit. But then at the end of it, you kind of come out on top. You may not come out living in a fucking 5-room mansion and everything else, but you come out of it. So why worry? Because the Nine of Swords is just a card of worry in general to me. And the Lovers was with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're, like I said, you know your worth. You're no longer in the Wounded Warrior. You're no longer, you're wounded. It's just you got Justice in reverse. Yeah, you're Eight of Wands. You're taking justice into your own hands. You're not really that worried about shit. You're not really that worried about shit. Because it's in reverse, but I'm taking this as the truth. You're not taking anything but the truth. Because you're working on that brand new start, that brand new beginning. That fresh new cycle coming out. That fresh new cycle coming out. Emperor, what did I say? You came out in reverse. So you're working 24-22. Yeah. You're stepping into Page of Swords. You're learning to step into your Emperor. You're learning to step into your masculine. You're learning to be able to be the Empress, but turn her down and be the Hierophant and sit here and look and stand in your masculine. And Basically, your masculine is going to be to get people, your feminine is going to be to lead them. So you have to stand in your masculine, let them know that you mean business, that you mean that you know what you're talking about, that hey, this is what's happening, this is how you get out of it. So yeah, this is pretty much you setting up into your power, understanding your power, basically receiving the upgrade and understanding how to use it. So, something which we all constantly kind of need to be reminded of. So, I know I do, big time. But don't forget to hit that like, hit that sub, and talk to me down in those comments down below. But until next time, namaste.